Ground control to Major Tom. I've already heard the song about 20 times since the recording of this video. I'm actually doing it backwards. All right, so you're about to see me hear it in its entirety for the first time in just a few seconds here. But before we get into this reaction, I need you guys to do me a big favor and like the video if you like the video. Also, hit that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date whenever I post. This will be my introduction to David Bowie officially, okay? Because I know David Bowie by face and hair. He's that famous, but I don't know him by music that I'm aware of, okay? I recently reacted to Bob Seger and read a comment. The song I reacted to was called Turn the Page. And in the comment I read, she said, you know who this guy is. You watch a lot of movies, so you've heard Old Town Rock and Roll. I said, oh, I didn't know that was him. Okay, so there is one song that I know from Bob Seger, for those of you who have seen that video. So it could be the same way for David Bowie. I don't know if there's a song that's extremely popular that he has that I might know, but to my knowledge, this is my introduction. So let's get into it. Do me a big favor and like the video if you like the video. Let's go. Okay, so my first impression of the track at this time was you only got to hear the first 30 seconds for this particular track to be all in. And not every track does that. Some tracks you got to hear the whole song or hear the chorus. There's a bunch of other things you may take into consideration. With this song, from the moment that guitar fades in, beautiful. And I love when songs do that. It's like you're waking up from a long ass deep sleep nap and you smell food cooking. Okay, reminds you of that feeling. But yeah, they do a great job right off the bat within the first 15, 20 seconds of grabbing my interest, and I'm already into it full in. I loved it.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. 10. Ground control 9, to Major Tom. 8.
So one of my favorite things about this song was the lyrics and the way he sang them, especially the part from the ground control to Major Tom, where, you know, you can actually imagine Command talking to the people out in space, and he's singing it, you know, as though they're on the intercom. And I think that it's a genius way to write the verse, and very, very catchy. I've listened to the song about 10 times since this initial reaction, and every single time I sing along to that part. It's one of my favorite parts to sing along in my head. So yeah, kudos to him on this. He does a great job of taking you on a journey with this particular song.
7, 6, commencing countdown, engines on. 3, 2, check ignition, and may God's love be with you. This is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade, and the papers want to know whose shirt you wear. Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare. This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in a most peculiar way, and the stars look very
if you guys recall earlier, I said that my favorite part of the song was the ground control to Major Tom verse. All right, I love that part, and I still do. However, it's about 5 hours later, and I've since listened to the track, I don't know, 15, 20 times since then. I told you guys sometimes these recordings can take some time. And it's this part. Every time this part comes on, it's my favorite part of the song. It's so different. It's like an interlude within the song. The song takes on this like heroic type of energy. All right. It just makes you feel like you want to go to war. And then this part just, they go into this little cool melody or whatever that feels like an interlude and then go right back into the track. Okay. And I just love that little intermission within the track. It's just blows me away each time. So yeah, this is a really, really, really amazing track.
For here am I sitting in a tin can, far above the world. Planet Earth is blue and there's nothing I can do.
So I went from Bob Seger to David Bowie. You guys are sending in some incredible requests. Okay, this song was a 10 out of 10. I absolutely loved it. I don't know if it's a coincidence or if it was intentional, but I love how the song is called Space Oddity, and it puts you in the headspace of things space related. And most of the images I've ever seen of space, everything is moving in slow motion. And they decided to write the lyrics very slow, as though they're in space or underwater. You know what I mean? Like Drake's producer, who is one of my favorite producers, his music sounds like it was made underwater. Okay, that's what I jokingly say about like this weird sound or whatever, kind of puts you in that different headspace. But anyways, this was a great introduction to David Bowie because this was super creative. I thought that the way the song was written really, really, really pulled me to loving the track even more than just the instruments. So yeah, I love his mind. when it comes to stuff like this. If he has a lot of music like this, let me know in the comment section. Obviously, he must have a lot of heat because I knew of the name before hearing the song. Even the chorus of this particular track, I've heard before in film. And this was one of those songs that I heard the chorus, like wrote down the lyrics. And sometimes I do that. I write down the lyrics and say I'll look up the song later and I forget. Okay, so, and I did that twice because I think I heard the chorus for this in a comedy and in a serious movie film, I believe. I might have heard it twice, but not in its entirety. So this is my first time actually hearing the entire track, and it was amazing. So I hope you guys got some enjoyment out of this one. If you did, please be sure to let me know that by liking the video. Shout out to the supporter that sent in the request for this one. Also, if you guys want to hit me up directly, check out my Patreon where you can also catch content that doesn't make my YouTube channel. I thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed this, hit that like button. I truly appreciate it. Peace.
Yeah! Look what I have created!